What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And here we go from Chicago. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. I'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage. It sets up your play action. Keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They send him left out of the slot. From the 34. He finds Okonkwo for the grab. And he gets him around 6 there. Hit made by T.J. Edwards.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right, when the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because you throw it in double coverage, and you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Pass brought in by Traylon Burks. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Jalen Johnson with the stop.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 46. Okonkwo brings it in. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Set to the ground by Kyler Gordon. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. This is Pollard running left. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. From the gun, Levis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. That's brought in by Calvin Ridley. Down to the 10. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go. Pollard gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans finish up an excellent opening series. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. Nick Folk now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Titans take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Tyler Scott now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. He's trying to push the field. And they don't connect looking deep there, but this play's not quite over yet. There's a flag on the field. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up. Williams from the gun. He's on the move. He's looking deep once again. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie. And the Titans will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st and 10, it's Pollard. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. 2nd and 10 now. That throw finds Okonkwo. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Scott now to return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's Swift on 2nd down. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Sent down by Cody Barton. We're through 1. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They're looking at 3rd and still 10 here. Working from the gun, Williams. Has his man, it's Swift. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that's a Chicago 1st down. To throw, Williams. Into the hands of Tucker, complete. Still has some space inside the 35. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
First down throw by Williams. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Quandre Diggs with the INT. Along the right sideline, there's space. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. Rookie quarterback Brock threw it away their last drive. It seemed like he might have been trying to do too much to make up for that mistake, and instead things snowballed.
Yeah, these are the valuable lessons you have to learn from. You cannot be a mistake repeater. But being a rookie quarterback at Ask Peyton, he threw 28 of them his rookie year. Sometimes you just learn on the job, but you cannot repeat those kind of mistakes.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Scott now to return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down, Williams. Swift hauls it in. He's got a gain of 6 there. Sent down by Cody Barton. Working quickly here. From the 20 on second down. Escapes the pocket. Caught near the goal line. And in for the Chicago touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears get it back to a 14-point game. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Shotgun now for Levis. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Handoff running right. Pollard will drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10. Levis from the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And defenders are there to get him at the line. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10. Well, that's the 2-minute warning. It's the Titans with 10 to go still on second down. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
That's caught for the first. And he's able to get this down to the 13. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. From the red zone now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Levis throwing again. He's on the move. And he'll score. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Will Levis with the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end brought the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Off the play fake, Williams. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, look at this, here he goes. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now Williams. Throwing this back in the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Look at Xavier Woods in there to pick it off.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Throwing now on 1st down, Levis. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Prime getting it to Calvin Ridley. And now it's 2nd down. From the gun, Levis. Getting out to his left. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss.
Big gain downfield.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Now it's Nick Folk to try the Titans field goal. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Scott now to return. Returns looking good so far. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after the owners brought him down behind the line for a sack.
And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing off the play fake here. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Williams on the play action. Hits his running back. Running in the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
From humble beginnings come some incredible stories. We've seen that over the years, right, Kate? With players in the league, and this time with that play. It started small, but his effort, plus some great blocking, made it into something else entirely.
Swift. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Romadudes, a touchdown. Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears get it back to a 14-point game.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too. Creating the space for a solid pickup.
They give on second to Pollard. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. Third down, Pollard. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. The Bears decide to call their first timeout, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on fourth down, and they move those chains. Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. He's contained at the line for no gain. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Levis. Chased out to his right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Okonkwo brings it in. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Fourth down, here's Levis. That's cut beyond the marker. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans push their lead further to start the half. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Scott now to return. He's got a lane up past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Williams to throw on first. Forced out to his right. And they pick him off again. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT. And the Titans are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Pass caught by Ridley. And they bring him down around the 34. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing is Levis. Boyd hauls it in. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final. Second down now, 7 to go. Now it's a bootleg for him. That's going to be caught, Tony Pollard. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
3rd and just 2 to go. Looking to throw, Levis. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
Now it's Nick Folk to try the Titans' field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. The kick by Gano is good. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Scott now to return. Try to lateral, but it hits the turf. This ball is live. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. Awareness. So critical in so many phases of the game. And in this phase, in the special teams phase, it's not just hitting blocks and clearing the lane, but in this case, recognizing the fumble and most importantly, keeping that possession. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry. They're going play action. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie. And the Titans are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game, and it happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
Offense up to the line fast. 2nd and 10 now. That throw finds Okonkwo. At the 20. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Titans will have a first down.
Kate, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field. That's why you often see some mix, some high-percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun now for Levis. The throw is caught, and he drives this forward to the 6.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
The kick by Gano is good. And that grows the lead to 27.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Scott now to return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Dumped off to his running back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
1st down throw by Williams. Oh, his back's got it deep down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears putting up points in a game decided. Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. Oh, I think the Bears got to that one. Yes, Bears football! All right, so a positive play for them, if nothing else. Game seems pretty far out of reach at this point, but still, had to try the onside kick in that spot.
You know what that was? It was 2 things, Kate. A, it's a good chance to practice your onside kick in a pretty low-pressure environment. But B, and so much more importantly, is down the road in a game where you're going to really need it, that gives you the confidence that you can get it done.
Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st down, Williams. On the move, headed right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. That's taken in by Tucker. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Oh no, they get him yet again. Now he loses the ball. It's picked up by the Titans. And the Titans are going to...